obviously you lose Freddie, you gain Matt Olson. At what point, and I was actually right next to you on the field after the World Series when I heard you talk about the team moving forward and hopeful that Freddie would re-sign, as I think everybody on the planet was. At what point did you actually realize that there's a chance he doesn't re-sign here? This might actually happen. And then you find out he does move on. What was that whole, where were you emotionally this offseason when it came to him?
Yeah, being fully honest, I think most of us realized that that was a very decent possibility once there was no extension in spring training that
Yeah.
year. I think that didn't get done, and we knew he was going to be a free agent, and you never know. You always assume that everybody'd like to reconvene back in Atlanta, but I mean things happen.
Business.
I think obviously through most of the lockout, that was the big name that we still were kind of waiting on, and we would have loved to have Freddie back. Obviously, there's no doubt about it. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of people and a lot of Braves fans were able to look at Matt he's a Georgia boy. He wants to be a Brave.
Yeah.
He's wanted to his whole career. He's a great guy. He's in there early working out. Work ethic is there, and I just think he's going to be great for our team. He's going to be great for this franchise moving forward. And things go on, but obviously we're excited to see Freddie again, and we play him pretty quickly. I think 3 weeks into the season, or third series or something like that. And that's going to be weird for a lot of people. There's a lot of people that can't imagine seeing him in another uniform, let alone a Dodger uniform. And we wish him the best, and we'll see him on the other side.
Are you guys coming out here, or are they going to Atlanta early in the year?
I think Braves are in LA.
Oh my God, I'm coming there. I'll see you in a couple weeks then, and we'll talk there because we got to make that happen. Okay, so that happens in 3 weeks. How crazy is that going to be, seeing Kenley Jansen potentially facing off to close a game against Freddie Freeman in reverse? Oh my God, that's going to be weird.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that one. That's definitely a pretty good role reversal there. But no, there's going to be a few, honestly, and I think given our history with the Dodgers of the last 3-4 years in the playoffs, it's going to be a really, really good series regardless.
Yeah. Look, I am one of the biggest Freddie Freeman fans in the world, but right before you came on, I was talking about the Atlanta Braves and doing a segment on them, and I believe that in 2022, the Atlanta Braves are a better team. I know you won a world championship, you lose a legend, but gain back Ronald, hopefully yourself at some point, some other studs. I really like what you guys have done this offseason. I think, in fact, you're a better team. Hey, speaking of All-Star games that year, right before the All-Star game this past year, Ronald goes down and tears his ACL. I mean, it was awful. But now we're like watching video of him hitting like absolute moonshots, and he's talking about like how he's going to be ready. He wants to be there opening day, but people are no, pump the brakes on that. What is he as close as it seems he is? I mean, how is this even possible that he's as close to he is coming back?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was never a doubt that he was going to heal up great, and he's done some freaky things in the past. I think just being able to watch him run and some of the things that he can do. He is one of those people that's just built a little differently. I think at this point, I think he's probably about 8 months out, I think, from, his surgery. And
oh, wow.
I think, it's something that they've got to talk about. I have no idea what's going on. I pay attention to my schedule, and that's about it. But if I know they'd floated the idea of just DHing him, and then getting the running stuff in separately, and then he was ready to be in the outfield again and be a burner on the bases, kind of cut him loose when that's time. But yeah, I mean, that dude could hit home runs off one leg. I mean, let's be honest, his hands and his ability to create power with what he's got is I think next to none. I think a lot of people with his power tend to be quite a bit bigger, and it's just incredible to watch. I've got to do it, 7 years now since I got drafted. Yeah, that's no surprise. He's gifted, and he always will be.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.